nervous after we did the beat Ipswich.
Yeah.
And just hope we've got to continue it because the away form was not so good.
Yeah. Do you worry that there's a bit of a threat of a sort of come down after such a big occasion?
Yes, I think so.
Ipswich?
It's such a great game against Ipswich. Just that we need to just get that 6th place.
Yeah. What do you make of Sheffield Wednesday? Obviously they're 23rd in the table at the moment, but they've been going well. Do you think it's maybe a harder one than it appears on paper?
Yeah, then they picked up a couple of victories lately, so it's a bit of a sticky one, and the away form for Norwich is not so good. So
yeah. When you mention that away form, what do you feel has gone wrong, and where can they put it right today?
Score a couple of early goals, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Just a bit more concentration, I think.
Yeah.
The home form is great. Just need to copy that with the away form.
Yeah. What are you hoping to see from the team news today? More of the same from David Vargas?
More of the same. Yeah, I don't think he'll change the team. Can't see him changing the team.
Yeah.
Don't think they picked up any injuries, so I think they'll do all right.
How are you feeling sort of about that playoff push? Are you confident that Norwich will be in the top 6 at the end of the season?
I think 3 more wins will probably be enough.
Yeah. And would you like to face Ipswich, or will that be a bit too nervy?
Well, I don't think Ipswich like to face us. So
No,
I think
that's
they
true.
might be the other way around, but it's so close to the top. So Coventry may just have one eye on the cup semi-final. So
Yeah. Can I have a score prediction for today's game?
I'm going for 2-1 Norwich.
Feeling a good 2-1 win to
Yeah.
Norwich, because I feel Norwich will get the 1-0, and I think Sheffield Wednesday will get the 1-1.
Yeah.
And I think we'll sneak in the 2-1, but I'm not against Sheffield Wednesday getting it, because a lot of Sheffield Wednesday fans are saying 2-0.
Yeah.
I'm believing it'll happen.
Yeah. Do you think it's maybe a slightly more difficult test than it appears on paper? Because obviously they're 23rd, but they've been in a good bit of form, and it's a tough away game in midweek.
You can't go against Sheffield Wednesday because their form lately has been amazing. I'm not going to hold. That's why I'm saying it can go either way, this match.
Yeah.
We're on a back form of beating Ipswich for 15 years. We're buzzing.
Yeah.
We're wanting this. We're wanting the playoffs. I believe it's going to be a playoff final between Ipswich and Norwich.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Personally.
Yeah.
What a playoff final that would be. But I think Ipswich could actually get the back end of this and actually snub us.
Oh, right, yeah.
Very much.
Yeah. Do you think there's any worry of sort of a come down after such a big win over Ipswich and such a big occasion at the weekend?
It can happen, because it's only one win, isn't it? It's only one win against so many. Sheffield Wednesday has a good form. They got the form at the moment. Who knows what happened, but I'm believing because we're buzzing.
Yeah.
We're wanting this.
Yeah.
We're wanting this playoff. You're wanting to get out of relegation. We're wanting to get out of playoffs. It's going to be open, and I believe Josh Sargent is going to get a goal tonight.
Yeah.
Our top goal scorer.
Yeah.
After Saturday, definitely,
Yeah.
Same performance tonight, then we should win.
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah. Is there any worry for you because of the sort of away form from Norwich this season, or do you think?
Well, there's that, and there's also the history that we never won after the Ipswich game.
Yeah. No. Do you think there is a bit of a threat of a sort of come down after such a big win and such a big occasion at the weekend?
No, I don't think so. I think the confidence is there. The players have got it. They know what to do, and all they've got to do is go out and do it.
Yeah. How big would a win be sort of for Norwich tonight? Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
That keeps us in the top 6, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We need to win to stay in the top 6.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Are you confident that they will finish in the top 6 by the end of the season?
Yeah, I can't see us dropping down to 6th place now.
Yeah.
The hard game is over.
Yeah. No, definitely. Who would you sort of like to face in the playoffs? Do you think you'd be happy with a reunion with Ipswich, or would that be a bit too nervy?
No, I think that's doable, because we've already proven that. We've taken 4 points off them. They haven't beaten us, so you've got to be confident to do it again.
Yeah, of course. Can I have some score predictions for today's game?
I reckon 3-1.
Yeah, what about you?
3-1.
Good stuff.
Hello from Hillsborough. A huge disappointing night to be a Norwich City fan, it must be said. 2-0 up and cruising in the first half. It should have been many more, but surrendering that lead and drawing 2-2 at a struggling Sheffield Wednesday side is hugely frustrating. Particularly off the back of Saturday's brilliant Derby Day victory over Ipswich, and the mood of the club being so positive. It's a bit frustrating to see so many fans on Twitter that I've seen turning on David Wagner and resorting back to and changing their tune from the positivity off the back of Saturday and the brilliant run that we've been on. What I'd say is it's not David Wagner's fault. We missed so many chances at 2-0 up, even in the first half and the second half. We should have put the game to bed. It's not David Wagner's fault that Josh Sargent's probably carrying a knock and had to be taken off. it's not David Wagner's fault that there's no genuine replacement for him in the sense of Sidney Van Hooijdonk clearly not being up to scratch, Adam Eder being gone, Liam Gibbs coming on and being taken off. And it's not David Wagner's fault for any of those things. So nobody in the weigh-in was venting those frustrations. I've seen a lot of sort of grievances on social media about that. I wouldn't say that Wagner's tactics or his approach, which is become so well documented over recent games, is necessarily to blame for that. City should have been 4-5-0 up probably before half time, even up to 60 minutes, but let the game slip. So I'm not willing to put the boot in on Wagner. I don't think many fans who are actually there tonight are either. City fundamentally a completely different team without Josh Sargent on the pitch. That's regrettable, and that's the reason that slump in form happened so alarmingly between September and January this year. With him on the pitch for a totally different team, he takes his tire at the pitch, and we looked a genuine threat with him on the pitch for the first 50-60 minutes, and we should have put the game to bed during that phase. It's a huge disappointing night, and it is concerning the fact that we look so different without him. That said, I don't think it's a huge cause for concern. It's one draw away at Sheffield Wednesday. We're fighting for their lives. So to be fair, to run in the second half, it's easy to point the finger at Wagner and say he sat deep, the tactics weren't what you want them to be and weren't aggressive enough. Well, any team away from home at a championship side who are fighting for survival are going to go through tricky periods, and I don't think that it's necessarily expected to see City dominate the game for the whole time. So I'm not too concerned about that. It's just worrying how poor we are without Sargent as a focal point. But looking for a positive perspective, Sam McCallum had an excellent game at left back. I thought he was really good today. Again, one of those that's taking lots of critical social media. Similarly, Ashley Barnes, I thought he was excellent tonight. Obviously playing up front by himself without when Sargent went off. It's not a role for him, but dropping deeper with Sargent on the pitch, he was brilliant. I thought. I really don't think it's too much for a cause of concern, and I think putting the boot on Wagner at this stage is a bit unnecessary, particularly off the back of that brilliant win on Saturday where everyone was so far behind him, and the excellent run he's been on. So I'm not too concerned just yet, but I wouldn't say tonight was necessarily David Wagner's fault. Obviously Sargent going off completely changed the game, and fingers crossed for a return to winning ways away from home on Saturday on the Norwich City.
I'm not sure we played too well really at any point in the game. Even in the first half, I think we probably went 2-0 up just because we have better players and a better setup than Sheffield Wednesday, but I don't think we were at our best today. I think in the second half, it probably just comes down to professionalism. I think when you're the team in the top six and you're playing the team second from bottom, I think you need to act like it. And they should have seen that out, really. I think Borja Sainz was a standout. I thought, as ever, he was an outlet and just always looks dangerous. Took his goal well as well. I thought Nunez played well, probably should have scored. I thought Gunn was good in goal, probably not too much that he could do about Sheffield Wednesday's goals. I'm a bit concerned about Gabriel Sara because I think since he's been playing on the right, he's probably not been quite as involved as I would like him to be. And I just think when you have a player of that quality in the Championship, you need him to get on the ball and to impact games in a big way. So hopefully he does a bit more of that in the next couple of games. So I don't know if today's result was just because, after the Ipswich game, it's really hard to maintain those levels for 2 games in a row. And that sort of emotional high to carry that on into a game that might feel like lower stakes is probably a difficult thing to do. But like I say, I think you just have to be professional in those situations, and I don't think Norwich did that today.